Before I sit down, I want for everyone that was wondering what the small print said.
Yeah. It's not the.
Yes, you can buy this shirt. Yes, you can go to my Facebook page and click on the link tree and purchase this shirt for yourself. Of course you can. I know you want to.
I will provide the link
for all my shirts that are not band related. Anyways, so Dan, last night,
Rent the Sky.
Yes. We tripped the wire at Aurora Borealis.
Yes.
And Prelude to a Pistol.
And Prelude to a Pistol.
From Portland.
Yes.
Awesome. All three bands were fantastic.
Fucking destroyed. It was embarrassing.
Yeah.
It was like I haven't seen a bill that was like that consistently like, oh, every fucking band on this bill can play and can like deliver.
And so 3 distinctly different vibes for each band.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. And Rent the Sky is people I know, Patrick and Tim, and they did a Big Wreck song, and they did Comfortably Numb.
Oh,
so they fucking had me.
And
like,
they also did Slither by Velvet Revolver.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. Which is all songs that I've played at Porn Jam.
Are they a cover band?
No.
Okay.
No. They did their long set.
They did 3 covers, but it's originals.
Yeah,
okay.
They closed with their own song, which was cool.
Yeah.
Which was cool.
Not if you're in a band with Dan.
And
it's not cool.
And I will.
It's not cool. No, it's explicitly stated.
Always close the cover.
We will never, ever, ever close with an original.
I tried it and it doesn't fucking work.
Yeah. And Jim, thank you for posting that video of me dancing because that was horrible.
Yeah. You mean awesome?
No, I mean
you spelled awesome wrong.
I mean horrible. I looked like I think I posted that I looked like a Muppet on bath salts. Yeah, I dance horribly, and thank you for capturing that for posterity. I love you, brother.
It was a special moment. Yeah, it was a special moment. It wasn't as special as when everyone sat down in front
during story time. He was telling them a story.
That was great.
Amanda and Eve were down in front.
Amanda threw $1 on the stage.
Hell yeah. Who I saw Amanda and Tanner in the streets of Edmonds this afternoon.
You did?
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, they said they were coming up to do
random.
the No Kings March.
I was at lunch. Yeah. I was at lunch, and
very cool.
Between this cert training I was doing, and they're like, "What are you doing? You just bumming around?" Like, no, I'm doing this emergency response training, and I got 6 minutes left before I have to be back there because I just ate lunch, and then we went back into the classroom at the police department, and we have these big windows. We can see the whole rally filling up after like 1 o'clock and stuff. And this fucking ding dong next to me, who off-puttingly looks a lot like a smaller Doug Stanhope.
Okay.
Shaved head and same facial structure and burst capillaries and stuff. He's the fucking security supervisor at Edmonds School District or high school or whatever.
Oh wow!
And he's been fine to be around for the most part, but I'm stuck sitting next to him all weekend, and he keeps like looking at me and smiling, like, huh? When something makes him laugh, he looks at me and goes, huh? And I just keep staring straight ahead. And then today, he like thinks he's being cool, and he like the rally's getting started across the street, and he's like, can you believe there's that many people with nothing to do on a Sunday afternoon? And I didn't even fucking acknowledge it because I just wanted to go, what, you mean like all the people having brunch downtown in Edmonds today?
Yes.
We just walked through a street fair. It's an Edmonds street fair. It's the whole place, like there's tents up. People are selling goat milk. People are selling crystals. People are selling hand-woven fucking condoms made out of basket material.
Dream catchers made of armpit hair.
Oh, and everyone's just wandering around doing
my
nothing.
favorite Zap album.
Yeah.
Dream catchers made of armpit hair.
Yes.
That was the
second favorite.
After Zoot Allures. Yeah. That was right before Steve Vai joined the band.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, well, Steve Vai wouldn't play on that record.
No, he was not good enough.
But he transcribed it.
He transcribed it.
That's transcribed it for free.
But it's like, what? So the people over there on a Saturday at the park, like, people go to the park on weekends all the time, dipshit. Like, but it's like the assumption that I'm just a total stranger. I'm just gonna go, yeah, fucking losers. Like, They believe in something.
Yeah, right.
They actually are patriotic.
Right.
And they're
doing the fucking work.
They're only there. If people that have nothing to do on a Saturday don't convene together at an organized protest.
Yeah, right.
Right.
This is what they're doing.
I know what those people do because I am those people.
Yeah.
And it's start drinking at 11:30 and watching YouTube videos, about the history of like film noir or something, and then watching it again a week later
Humphrey
when you're
Bogart's greatest hit.
and then watching it a week later when you're not drunk in the daytime, so you can actually register what you were watching or what the fuck. Yeah, I love that.
On that drive, there's a whole folder of documentaries for you.
Excellent.
So,
Excelente.
yeah. So side topic.
Compared to what? What's the tier
Yeah,
listing?
yeah.
Is there any?
Everything's been fairly
It's
random
ADD
so far.
theater at this point.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter.
What would each of you consider to be a perfect song? And it doesn't have to mean a perfect song in an album. It just standalone by itself. What would you consider a perfect song?
I would say so. I want to categorize it first.
Yeah.
Structure wise, it's got an instrumental intro.
Okay.
For me, this is what I love. An instrumental intro that's not the verse.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
A riff.
Yeah.
It might be the chorus riff though.
Could be.
Then strong melody in the verses, something memorable in the chorus. It's not too busy vocally.
Yeah.
It's got to have a bridge that sounds like the best thing in the whole song.
Right.
Yeah.
That elevates it before a solo.
Okay.
And then a solo that has dynamics in it. It builds something. It's not like the solo isn't the rhythm section and vamps in the same key as the chorus.
Right.
But there's
It does something.
But there's a ride cymbal now, Dan. There's a ride cymbal and there's a bell.
Yeah.
There's a bell,
Yeah.
Dan.
Fucking ride bell.
Rhythmically,
I've had a rule in every band. No
ride
bell.
bell.
No
Okay.
ride
No
bell.
ding,
Ride,
ding, ding,
ride's
ding.
fine.
Yeah.
But
Not that
the
tang,
fucking
tang,
bell.
tang, 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 tang.
It's the
Yeah.
cilantro of musical notes.
Oh,
all
don't
I
hate
can
on
fucking
cilantro.
hear. Oh, cilantro's the worst.
Does it taste like soap to you?
It's not. It's the thing. It's not soap. It's the ride bell of flavors. Like
Yeah.
it's all I can fucking taste. And
Okay.
if there's a ride bell
Yeah.
in the mix, it's
Yeah.
all I can
ruins
fucking
it for
hear.
you. Yeah,
Just
yeah.
Ding 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 ding. I hate it.
I
Hate it.
will go with one that's a perfect song for me is it's a hit. So
Okay.
it's not like it's a deep cut.
Okay.
Because this is the first one I think of. Firewoman by the Cult.
Oh, okay.
The intro is the intro.
God, yeah. Okay, yes.
The intro is also the outro. It's not a chorus. It's not a verse. Band comes in strong with a melody before the verse comes in.
Yeah.
But the melody is over the verse riff, the verse chord progression or regression. It's D down to C down to
Yeah.
C with the B root, and then you've got a breakdown bridge where it totally stops. Bump, 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 with the accents.
Yeah.
Bump, bump, ba bump. Lots of drum
Right.
fills.
Yes.
And and he's wailing, and he's doing, and it also kind of works as a guitar solo as well. So it's the guitar solo that. What I love is when the guitar solo would not be the same if the drums weren't doing what they were doing.
Yeah.
That's what I like a lot. And the other, another good example for me of a guitar solo that has layers to it that builds is No More Tears, Zakk Wylde.
Okay.
I mean,
Again,
that's a perfect.
that's
song.
a monster solo.
It's
It's-
just
and
and a song. I
a
mean,
theme.
just the dynamic
Yeah,
of
yeah,
it,
yeah.
and where it goes, and how it ends, and
Yeah.
I mean, that song.
Yeah.
That's a great example, really.
That
of
is
a
a
perfect song.
a great example of a
fucking
perfect song.
bass line
Yeah.
that comes
I
in
Oh, yeah.
at the beginning, like the way that opens up.
Yeah. What about
It's
you?
just
What
jarring.
would you consider
Yeah.
as a perfect song?
And this is, tomorrow we're going to think of a bunch of
Yeah,
clever
no, I
answers.
know.
We're gonna. This
so
is like
clever.
on the spot and just like pulling it out of your head.
The
Not-
one that
we're
the
not.
one
These
that-
aren't the cool answers. These are the immediate answers.
Yeah,
Right.
really. The one that comes to mind for me really is Ghost by Big Rack.
Well, yeah.
Like,
Okay.
what a fucking masterpiece that thing is. And all the way through. I mean, the live version even better because they have the extended intro and,
Yeah.
and the bass part and the whole
Yeah.
thing. But just like the vocals perfect, the harmonies are great. It's it's 3 different guitar parts all going on at the same time, but it doesn't get crowded. It's
Yeah?
got space to it.
No, come in.
Oh,
There's a lot of negative space here.
oh, I'm sorry. I'm the negative
And it's
space.
pissing me off. It's
Feng shui.
But just that.
called
you know,
composition, Carl.
I'm sorry.
Jesus. Framing.
I would.
And it's got a little Pink Floyd to it.
Yeah.
And then
it breathes.
It breathes. It's
Yeah.
got groove.
Yeah.
And it's got melody. And then that fucking guitar solo that just comes in and it just, lays waste to the universe.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean,
I have to. Yeah, go ahead.
Go.
no, that's it. That's it.
Well,
I think that's a
had an
perfect
addendum.
song.
I have an addendum to my thing.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
just the bridge. The bridge doesn't. Not just a bridge that blows me away. A pre-chorus. I'm in love with good pre-choruses.
Oh yeah, fair.
Firewoman, I picked because it has one of the best pre-choruses I've ever heard. I think the one that rivals it for me, Runaround by Van Halen.
Okay.
I want, but I want it.
Oh.
What if you believe?
Oh, it's such a great melody. Yeah.
It sets, because it lyrically and melodically sets up the chorus.
Yeah.
And also, but Firewoman is this thing that's like...
Van Halen can write a bridge, though.
Right. Back to F. That, like,
Yeah.
'cause he goes from before that, it's... And then the chorus is that again.
Yeah.
So he breaks it up with that the flow. There's more chord movement in the pre-chorus than there is in the verse of the chorus, and
Which is true. I mean, you
which
think
is cool.
Think about let's take the prototype produced, ultimate produced song, which is "Pour Some Sugar on Me." Right?
Sure.
It's like as produced as a song could get.
And
that's
still
the
rock.
fucking- And
but-
still, but I mean, even as you get, if you go further than that, like if you stick more to a formula than because Pour Some changes key, like if there's a little bit, if you do every single thing, where you stay in the same key and you stay in the same chords, and you just change a little bit, you lose it.
Yeah.
Pour Some is the perfect as focused as writing a hit as you can be. And still kind of end up in rock and roll.
Huge hook, and it also constantly changes, but it's also so thick. In the production, it's so thick that it just like it really does. It's like in a Beatles. I can listen to a Beatles album 10 times, and every time I listen to it, I can hear it 100 times, and every time I hear it, I will hear something new. Mm-hmm. You know,
Sure.
That's
brilliant production.
Brilliant
production. That's
right.
them though. That's kind of an unfair bar to hit.
It really
Sure.
is.
But
it is.
like the bridge to Pour. I mean, and I was gonna say like bridges are their own art form.
Yes.
Like a good bridge, like you're saying, like you don't completely alienate the structure of the song or the part that you've been playing the whole time.
Yeah.
You have to alter it slightly. It's variations on
It has to surprise the ear,
but it has to stay in context.
Yeah.
If you take a fucking complete left turn, you're going to lose some of your audience.
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, what that brings to mind for me is my favorite Rage Against the Machine song, "No Shelter." The bridge is another breakdown. Drums cut out, and it's just Tim Comerford on the bass. The song to that point has been, a guitar like power chord, down, very very snare oriented and stuff, and very driving, and lots of space for the vocals to do their thing. And then there's this like all to himself, and then Tom comes in with the fucking Jimmy Page Dazed and Confused harmonics, bing, 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 when Zach goes, American eyes, see the world through American eyes, bury the past, rob us blind, and leave nothing behind. And then the band comes back in,
right?
Yeah,
and it's just so outside of the whole rest of the structure. It just gives you that little surprise.
Yeah,
but you don't feel alienated so much when the solo kicks in, or a double chorus to end the song kicks in.
Nice.
Typically, which is what I think rock songs do after a bridge,
yeah.
right?
Chorus out.
Either solo chorus out or bridge chorus out, whatever. But also, it's that good in their case. It's a good time to put that. We got to put this bit in where Zach gets to talk. Like Zach gets to like just,
Right.
just whisper.
He hasn't been angry enough yet in that song.
Well, he's been angry the whole time.
He hasn't raged against the right machine.
Yeah, right.
No, he's actually
seething against the machine.
I will posit it this way. He needs to get quiet.
Yeah, right.
Because he's been angry the whole time. And Herman from Los Burbanks once I did a can I see this?
Yeah.
I did a guitar riff. I said I got this guitar riff and never been in a song ever that I've actually ever, it was like nope. Fuck.
Yeah, right. No pressure. You know?
Yeah, this is from like 2002.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was only 24 years ago.
And Herman, the bassist and singer in Los Burbanks at the time, was like, because we were on a big Rage Against the Machine tip, like I would watch live in Mexico City, the Battle of Mexico City, like almost every Saturday before driving to North Bend for practice in that band. It was such a great time to like fucking watch Rage at their peak on a DVD player. And he's like, that sounds like it could be like an almost be like a Rage Against the Machine song. You only play that riff the whole song. Right. That's the kind of thing that they would do. But we just get quieter and like louder. And like, and Herman was a musical like a wunderkind. Like he played keyboards, he played bass, guitar, sang, he did all of it. He was like in a cover band in Mexico City that did like, you know, Journey songs and stuff.
Sure.
Nice.
And then I joined his original band up here. But he goes, no, go like this is us standing outside like the garage. Like not even an actual band, like not even focused up.
Right.
He's like, yeah, you go and then I'll like whisper on the mic, everybody riot now. And then I go, everybody riot now. And then John comes in on the crash. Everybody riot now. Everybody riot now. And that's the whole fucking song. You're like, oh god damn it!
Right.
I laughed so goddamn
I'm in.
hard.
I'm
I
in.
laughed so hard.
I'm in.
The specificity of that, as like it's just. Every time I try to show something down on guitar. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Saturday night. Every time I try to show Dan something on guitar, and then he tries to do it, it's the same. I'm like, no, it's dumber, Dan.
Yeah.
Dumber. You're playing. You're moving to it.
Too many notes.
Too many notes. Because you were when I tell you were trying to do Thunderstruck.
Yeah.
And it sounded like Malmsteen. I'm like, Dan, it's way dumber than that.
Yeah. Every time I've seen...
Yeah. Too smart.
Yeah.
Stop it. You can't AC/DC. You can't AC that DC.
Every time I see one of Dan's videos on Facebook, he's like, "Oh yeah, I was just kind of noodling around with this riff, and it's like in D Aeolian, and he's just like this really fluid, just beautifully played, beautifully articulated, just." And he's like, but it's not quite there yet.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just kind of dicking around with it for something.
You know what Dan is? Dan's the guitar equivalent of a vlogger from 2003 on YouTube.
Yeah.
Some super hot chick. It's like, hey guys, can you recommend any skincare techniques for me? Because I just feel like I'm really ugly and awful.
Yeah, right.
And like,
yeah.
my mom was saying that
I
I'm
need to
really
moisturize the cleavage.
Yes, that's the title track of my new solo album.
Yeah, moisturize my cleavage.
Oh, okay. Actually. What are your most disappointing solo albums you've ever bought? Preferably someone in a band.
Right, that you loved.
Not a solo artist.
Yeah, yeah.
They were in a band and then they put out a solo record. And you went, oh, good. He'll be unchained finally, and free from this.
Be able to do his own thing.
Yeah.
That's just gonna. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have mine.
Steve Perry, Street Talk.
Oh, Sherry.
Yeah.
But it had 2 decent songs on that whole fucking album.
And who wrote them?
Yeah.
Desmond Child, probably.
Desmond
Yep,
Child.
Desmond fucking Child.
Yeah, it was
Probably.
Oh Sherry and Strung Out. That
Yep.
Strung Out was a goddamn cool song.
And Cry Hard.
And
talk,
I got
Talk Hard. Or what was the song?
Street Talk.
Street Talk.
I
No,
got-
it was the song by Poison?
No, that was Cry Tough.
Cry Tough. Walk Hard.
Walk Hard, yes. I love Steve Perry.
You're the only one. If he has a daughter, maybe she loves him.
Maybe
but,
she loves
yeah.
him.
Oh.
If you're Steve Perry's daughter, call me. You're probably age appropriate. You're probably old enough to be.
There's stop. Bail. I have a story I have to tell you. Afterwards.
Eject!
Yeah.
Oh, afterwards?
Yeah.
Oh, it's too hot for you
Yeah,
two?
I can't. And I can't believe I haven't told you this. Actually,
Yeah.
that's kind of.
I hear that a lot.
Yeah.
After the test results come in.
After
Yeah.
this, I can't believe I didn't tell you.
Oh yeah. Oh, did it come back positive?
Is that
Oh.
supposed to itch?
Yeah.
I would say my perfect song would be Sultans of Swing.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but that's cheating though, because that song
Any Dire
stands
Straits
on
did?
its own. Like that song is
Right.
its own landmark on
It is.
of so much.
Right.
Like, what
But it starts out like the things that
The
things that I
building
love,
on the solo.
the building on the
that's
solo, but also
genius.
the lyrics tell a compelling story.
Sure.
It's like this, this band playing to a half-empty club
Yep.
on a rainy night,
And
and
the
then
guys that
explaining what each of the guys does,
and also the crowd is a bunch of young guys that don't give a fuck.
that don't give a shit, right?
But they're paying the bills.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's that I also like how defeatist that is.
Yeah.
Of we're so much better than this audience.
Yeah.
But this audience is the only thing keeping the club open.
But
Because they're a bunch of young guys spending money.
yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Have you ever listened to have you ever heard "Sailing to Philadelphia"? That album.
No.
It's Mark Knopfler's solo record.
Okay.
It's not a disappointment.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
yeah,
was.
yeah.
He
Been
does
all
a song
around.
called, and they're all ballads like that. They're all like traditional.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a story.
Yeah.
And every song's, and it's about kind of the founding of America. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's a weird concept record, but it's fucking brilliant.
Oh, my God.
He's
Yeah.
so tremendous.
He is.
I mean,
I saw him play as the backup guitar player for Eric Clapton.
Sure.
Jesus.
Sure.
And it was Clapton, Nathan East, can't remember who the drummer was, but Clapton.
Probably Vinny.
Yeah,
Probably Vinny Colaiuta.
Vinny Colaiuta. But it was a phenomenal show. And then he gave Knopfler 2 songs on a solo, and
Yeah.
he stretched it out.
Why wouldn't you?
And he did Money for Nothing and Brothers in Arms.
Fuck.
And-
Brothers in Arms is
Oh my god, that is such a moody song.
Yeah.
It comes in so that could be that could be
Yeah.
a perfect song.
Yeah.
That could be a perfect
Yeah.
song.
So you've got your perfect song. You
Yeah.
got your solo album.
Yeah.
And Dan.
solo album.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, here it comes.
Oh no.
It
But
can't be
it's-
Ian Thornley.
It's kind of my own fault. It's because
You heard
what
it-
we're talking about is
You heard it
disappointment.
here for Dan Teisan admitting something's his fault.
Because disappointment is a subset of expectation, right? So
Yeah.
you have to measure the level of my expectation against my disappointment.
Ooh,
so it's
yeah.
not necessarily the artist's fault. It's more.
No,
it's
more.
It's a personal
I have a
failure.
parallel to that.
Okay,
Of your
good.
expectation.
Which is I saw Terminator 3 in the theater
Yes.
and
On purpose?
hated it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
On purpose.
I hadn't seen it yet, Carl.
Okay.
Because it's before the internet, Carl. In my home.
Yeah.
And so, to that point, every Terminator sequel that came out the next 2 times,
Yeah.
I forced myself to see in the theater even though I didn't want to.
Right.
Okay.
Because I said, if I don't...
Can't be as bad.
I'm saying that this is worse than Terminator 3 if I don't see it in the theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I burned myself twice on that,
Yep.
and then I stopped.
Yep, good.
But still, for a while, I held myself to that standard.
And you
Did I buy you enough time for
And you won that.
what you were about to say?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love Bon Jovi.
Yes.
Oh.
I grew up on Bon Jovi. Bon Jovi was my band as a kid.
Who is in my... John Bon Jovi is in my triumvirate
Okay.
of New Jersey guys
Oh yeah.
that sing like they're from the South. and wish they were from the South in their songs. In certain songs.
Yeah, fair. Yeah.
Not all the songs.
Right.
Not all of
But
them.
there's that.
But
It's that.
they wear a
Springsteen
cowboy
thing.
hat,
It's the
Yeah.
thing that
and they go
Springsteen
now,
did.
and they do a draw.
Yeah.
It's
Little
Zach
bit.
Wilde.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
Glenn Danzig.
Yep.
And it's John Bon. All New Jersey scum
Right.
that have done great things.
Yep. Oh yeah.
For their audiences.
100%.
And I respect the shit out of two of them for things they've done that I actually like. John Bon Jovi, I don't
you
talk
could give
about.
a shit. I know.
I couldn't give a shit.
Which
so
is
go
fine.
on. So yeah.
So I loved his solo record.
Nice.
I love the solo.
Whoa!
The
Blaze of
fucking
Glory?
Blaze of Glory.
Okay.
I love that record. That
Okay.
record has astonishing songwriting on it. Jeff Beck plays
Jeff
on
Beck.
it. Fucking
Jeff Beck.
It's a tremendous record.
Fuck yeah.
The rest of it, like there's the ones Blaze of Glory got played for a zillion times, but admittedly a brilliant hook and a brilliantly written song.
Yeah.
And I mean for songwriting chops, it does not get much better than that.
You're
The
right.
rest
For-
of it,
I mean,
fine,
for that
whatever.
era,
For
especially.
that era,
because
that era.
it's like 89, 90?
Yeah, 89,
Yeah.
90.
Like
but
it's
you
not like
just-
the golden age of
No.
his
No,
genre.
and I mean it's not the '60s where you're getting, songwriting is
No.
becoming
Right.
an art form.
It's not. Yeah, it's not
But-
like the Brill Building where they're
Yeah.
cranking out with
100%.
which I want to touch on in a minute.
Okay.
When we go back to I want to.
Okay.
Because of the Def Leppard conversation, it made me think of the Brill Building.
Yeah.
And that's another thing.
But I have to-
also
to-
that fucking Jeff Beck played on John Bon Jovi's solo record,
Yep.
and Jeff Beck played on Roger Waters' solo record.
Yep.
Within a year of that, he played on Muse to Death.
Yeah.
Oh, Muse to Death. Oh,
Yeah.
not Radio. Yeah.
And-
Right.
And when Roger Waters first went on tour as a solo artist, playing stadiums in the 80s, when Pink Floyd went on, Momentary Lapse of Reason, Roger Waters hired Eric Clapton to play some shows with him on that tour as the lead guitarist. And what happened, apparently, was Eric Clapton was so used to doing his own thing,
Yeah.
and it was new to him to be a sideman again to someone else.
Right.
They were somewhere in Europe, and Roger Waters was so adamant they had to go to this shishi foo French restaurant the night of a
Sounds
show.
like a Roger Waters
And
story.
and Clapton, now not being his own boss, is sitting there fucking
Seething.
because he's hungry,
Yeah.
and the food's taken for fucking ever, and he doesn't have any agency.
Right.
And Roger's talking to all these people that he's invited, they're friends of his, that Clapton couldn't give a fuck about. And he just takes a bunch of money out of his pocket and he goes to one of the road crew and goes, go down the street to McDonald's and get me a goddamn Big Mac. And whatever you want, and just give me a bag of fries and a couple of Big Macs and bring it down here. I don't care what anyone says. I will,
right.
here's a pocket full of money.
Right.
So by the time the food finally shows up, Clapton's been sitting here eating a Big Mac all by himself, just like a pig in shit, grinning at Roger. And Roger's talking to these luminaries around him, and probably some political influencers of the day or whatever, and just staring daggers, what are you doing? And he's no one else is eating but Eric Clapton. That's it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, love it.
That's hilarious.
Though I love stories like that.
That's great.
That's what makes my world go round.
Yeah.
Is stories like that.
Yeah.
Stories
Well, the
like
English contempt is the best flavor of contempt. That's what it is. English contempt is the funniest fucking thing to me in the universe.
Because we don't have a class structure.
No.
Here. Well, we have.
Yeah.
We do, but we don't acknowledge.
Right. We don't
That's
believe
it.
that
We don't acknowledge
Yeah.
That
for
you
sure.
you nailed it there.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
No, but British, the
They're
sort of
resigned-
British
they're resigned to it.
superiority
Yeah.
just makes me fucking laugh.
We're not
so
we're not
hard.
resigned. We're not resigned to our class structure.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
there's
way
that,
more
right.
oppressive in its own way.
Because
Because we refuse to
because
acknowledge
you
it.
dangle the
Right.
you dangle the potential of growing
Right.
up,
Yeah.
of
The
climbing
illusion
up.
of opportunity.
Yeah,
the
and in
illusion
Britain
of
it's like, oh
opportunity.
yeah, you'll never move beyond your station,
No.
and you'll like it,
Right.
And here it's like you can all be perfect,
Right.
Yeah.
You're all going to be billionaires someday.
if you just
Even though that's
believe
mathematically
and you-
impossible.
yeah.
So anyway,
yeah.
my apologies to Eve Clark, but the Richie Sambora solo record was really disappointing.
The first
Nah.
one, Stranger in This Town.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's because, like I said, it's because I was so like I love Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
And then the John Bon Jovi solo record was amazing. And so then I heard the fucking Richie Sambora solo record. And I was just like, and I love him as a guitar player.
I love him as a guitar player. And I will say this. He doesn't get enough credit for his vocal ability.
Right. 100%.
And
Michael Anthony.
Same.
Very similar.
But Michael Anthony never fronted his own band where he was... Well, I mean, prior to Van Halen, he probably did. But like Richie Sambora has the pipes to be a lead singer in his own band.
Sure.
Kinda.
Yeah,
I mean, like that was the thing that surprised me was that like without John and I don't know if you've listened to it recently, but the mix sucks. Like he's mixed way. There's so much shit on his voice.
Yeah, there is,
and he's mixed way. It
sounds like
could be certainly could be. So it was like it's so thin. And the two of them singing together is like that
they
thing,
harmonize
right?
beautifully. They harmonize.
The two of them singing together.
That sounds to me like Sambora pissed off somebody.
Maybe
in the studio, and they're like, "Fine, asshole."
Right.
The way we mixed, the way you were sitting was perfect in the mix.
Right.
Because we narrowed down these frequencies.
Right.
Now we're gonna boost you without widening the frequencies.
Right.
So it's gonna be this. It's like taking that Marshall sound.
Yeah.
Is so great because of that narrow mid range and treble.
Wonk.
That like
thickness.
layers well. It layers well because it's not too boomy.
Yeah.
Like a Mesa would be. But if you just but if you do that with a voice. And then you bring it up too high without compensating for this, like widening that spread of the mid range to fill things out a bit. Yeah, you get a super nasally, mosquito-y sounding.
It's almost like out of phase, right?
Yeah.
I auditioned. A friend of mine was putting a band together. He was the drummer, and he needed a bass player. And I'm like, I'm not really a bass player. I'm like, okay, I went and bought a jazz bass and kind of practiced my chops. And I went down to one of the recording studios down by the old Rainier Brewery. And sat in with these guys for 2 sessions. But they had 2 guitar players, both playing Les Pauls through Mesa half stacks. Yep. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, both playing identical sounds.
Oh yeah.
And it was just like the 2 guitar parts just overlapped, and it was just mud.
Yeah.
And you couldn't like they were decent players, but it's like one of them needs no. You switch to a fucking Fender Bassman or a Vibro King or something and play something with single coils or change your tone. You need to play cleaner. You can play distorted and whatever, but you guys are playing exactly the same tone, and you're playing different things, and all I hear is and it sounded like shit.
But that's the thing. Like, if you orchestrate the parts, let's talk about the Black Crowes for a second.
Sure.
Like, talk about orchestrating guitar parts correctly.
Mark Ford is motherfucker. That guy played.
No,
Oh yes.
And I didn't realize who he was until way later. Like, I didn't hear Cry of Love?
Yeah.
That band he was in.
Yeah.
I didn't hear them until way later.
That was with Doyle Bramwell in the second.
No, that was Archangels.
That's right.
Thank
you.
Yep.
Archangels.
Which also that first record, that
Charlie
first
Sexton.
Yeah, Charlie Sexton.
Yeah,
that first Archangels record is really good. And then they became that. Oh, what was that? What's the name of that band? It sort of. I think one of them left, and then they became some. They did good. It's a Good Day for the Blues. What's the name of that?
Not Storyville.
Yeah, Storyville. Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Nice.
See? I read a Guitar Player magazine in the late 90s. I also reading Guitar Player magazines in the late 90s because they were at the library. Then went to the CD section of the library and found Chris Duarte.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Remember him?
Yep.
He played the dobro, right? That was
he also played the dobro.
I know who you're talking about. I think that's that guy that always had the ad where he had cowboy boots and a cowboy hat, and long black hair. Now, Chris Duarte was a curly-haired guy that did a very Texas SRV kind of thing.
Okay,
and it was pretty good. But he had this whole story that he had a '62 Sunburst Strat that was stolen from him, and he had the serial number tattooed on his chest.
Oh.
Like it was a dead child of his.
Oh, my
Because he was
God.
looking for it forever. But, like, yeah, Chris Duarte was great.
Yeah.
But, you know, still more of a guitarist than a songwriter.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing, you know?
Yeah.
Like, in that glut of, like, mid-late 90s SRV influence.
Yeah, the
Fender stuff, you know? Really
Right.
spanky Strat kind of things. But, yeah.
but that was the answer. That was the counterpoint to the shrapnel revolution.
Yeah.
Of the
Yeah.
Vinnie Moores and the Tony McAlpines and the Paul Gilberts.
Yeah.
And I will say this: after Paul Gilbert left Racer X before Mr. Big, or no, actually it was after like 2 Mr. Big albums.
Was he in Alcatraz as well?
No, that was Vi and Yngwie.
Yeah, okay. Got it.
But
See,
Paul
I know shit.
Paul Gilbert's first solo album was an album called King of Clubs, and he was singing.
Uh-huh.
And I will say this: Paul Gilbert is not a great singer, but what he does have an immense talent for is songwriting and writing the songs around his vocal limitations.
Good.
So all of the songs he sang beautifully because they were constructed to accentuate what he could do.
Uh-huh.
And I think that is a huge, huge talent.
Yeah. Remember 5 Minutes in 1996 when Steve Vai was the lead singer as well?
I remember the vibe. I remember
two of Fire Garden.
Oh,
He has vocal stuff on
He
Fire
does.
Garden?
He
because I
toured.
was thinking it was Devin Townsend.
No,
on
that was
No,
the Sex and Religion
Sex
record.
and- yeah,
no,
yeah.
not Sex and Religion.
Yeah, it was.
Oh yeah, the Vi band. And
Yep.
that had T.M. Stevens playing. Oh my God, he was a loss. That guy. There's a.
What happened?
Did it?
Sometimes,
did
sometimes
it
it'll hook on a fret.
There
you
we go. Thank you.
Yeah, because there's a
There it is.
fret where it catches on the edge. That's one of the problems about that guitar. That neck, by the way, I got from Cliff Garrett.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, so
Nice dude.
shout out to the Microsoft Guitar Forum.
God damn.
That's how I met Dan.
Yeah.
Dan,
So many people.
Paul Bonrud, Dan Conley,
Yep.
Brian Tempe,
All
Yep.
people
Sean
I
Gebhardt.
know on Facebook.
John Gephardt. Yeah.
Yeah.
All of there's a lot of. I've made lifelong friends from the Microsoft guitar.
That's so funny to me. That thing
Yeah.
just just took off. Like
That's
it was
speaking of Black Crows.
Yeah, okay.
How we ended up seeing them for free at the White River.
Oh, that's
Amphitheater.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's
Fucking
right.
Microsoft Ethernet, or what is it called?
So, yeah, that forum. Like I was working there, and we got.
Dan calls me on a Thursday and is like, "What are you doing tonight?" I'm like, "Nothing much." He's like, "Well, guess what we're doing? We're gonna go see the Black Crows play Shake Your Moneymaker in its entirety for free."
Yeah.
Because someone was trying to sell their tickets for $300 all week long,
Right.
and nobody wanted it.
And then
It's
last minute, they
it's
were like,
Microsoft.
"Does anybody just want these?" We can go. And I was like, "I will take that." Shit. And it was like pit seats. It was like
Yeah.
right up front. It was phenomenal. It was so good, and it was them doing the record, and I'd never seen them before.
The
And I
only
love
thing,
that band.
the only thing that would make that concert better is if the brothers
Blow
got into a
jobs.
fist fight. Well, if the brothers got into a fist fight on stage, would you have two volatile brothers in a band?
Yeah, but they're both divorced. They need to make money.
Yeah,
They gotta fuck.
they're in it to
you
win
can
it
be
at
as
this point.
you
They
can
got
be as
alimony payments.
getting-
volatile
they're
as you
cashing
want,
checks.
man.
Yeah.
Dude, one of the smartest things.
Separate buses and separate sides of
Yeah.
this thing.
Yeah.
They got like a gaffer tape
And
line. It's
separate
like
checks.
stay on your fucking side of the stage.
Yep.
One of the smartest things I ever heard a very smart dumb guy say was Jim Florentine back in I'm thinking 2014, 2013 when I still listened to his podcast.
Yeah.
He's a dumb guy that's super brilliant. I don't know how to explain it, but like he said, like I'll say this. He was reviewing the movie Rock of Ages
Okay.
with Tom Cruise. It was the musical.
I never saw it. It
Me
looked,
neither.
it
I
looked
couldn't.
terrible.
I couldn't
It
fucking
looked
do it.
absolutely terrible.
He hated it, but specifically, I was with him. I didn't watch the fucking show, but
Yeah.
like I was with him when his like criticisms until the end when one of the main characters is like backstage and like tells another guy that like he's in love with him and they start making out, and Jim Florentine's like, nothing like that was happening back in those days ever. I'm like, gay people in
Yeah.
music? I don't know, buddy. I think you might be a little bit stupid.
Yeah.
But he was so fucking smart. I love that metal show.
Yeah.
I hate Eddie Trunk. He's a douchebag.
He's kind of he's a little pompous.
But whatever. But Jim Florentine said back in like 2013, 14, he's like, Motley Crue saying this is their last tour. Mick Mars is not feeling good. He's been through a few back surgeries and stuff, and I get that. But here's the thing. These guys, they're going to get back together. It's 2026 right now.
Yeah.
How many times have they gotten back together?
Yeah.
And he's like, you know why? Fucking Mick, fucking Nikki, Vince, Tommy. They've all just married fucking broads half their age.
Yeah.
They got a lot of money right now.
Yep.
These chicks are going to take them for everything they got in divorce court. They live in California.
Yep.
In about 6 years, they're all going to get divorced, have to pay alimony at this level of the money they're making. That's why they're getting married.
Right.
Because they're making a lot of money. They can get a young bitch that's that hot. They're all going to get taken to the cleaners, and then they're going to have to get back together and go on tour again.
Right.
Yeah.
He was right 5 times in a row.
Guess what happened?
Give the man his due. Jim Florentine, the voice of that fucking puppet. The
crank anchors.
He knows rock and roll.
Yes, he does.
He knows.
Yes, he does.
I fucking left. I remember hearing him talk about meeting his wife at the time at a Kid Rock concert. He was in the parking lot. Another smart thing he said, dude, you want to meet chicks at a fucking rock concert? Get a cooler, fill it full of ice and a bunch of wine coolers and fruity girly drinks. Don't listen to your stupid male friends that tell you it's fucking lame and girly.
Tailgate
Tailgate
in the parking lot.
Wave every hot chick over and offer them a drink. They'll hang if they're cool. They'll hang out with you. Talk. Keep drinking all the shit you bought for free. They might be cool. You don't know.
Yep.
That's how I met my wife. The parking lot of a Kid Rock concert.
Right.
And then when he announced he was getting divorced, I went on Twitter because I was still on Twitter at the time. I was like, so the lesson here is if you got married after you bought some strange blonde a bunch of wine coolers at a Kid Rock show, a parking lot, tailgate party.
Right.
She'll probably divorce you in about 6 years.
Right.
He liked my comment.
Oh, well done.
Justification.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well done.
I made a smart ass comment to Dave Mustaine and he called me vermin.
Vermin.
And
Nice.
that was awesome because he's
Nice.
like he's such a crusty prick anyway. And I love that and
What was your comment?
fuck, I can't remember. He was talking about
You're like, Jeff Young's the best lead guitar player you've ever had. You should let him fuck your wife.
No, he was bitching about the Metallica guys, and he was talking about how
Wait, Dave Mustaine?
yeah,
This
The
is
same
not the
Dave
Dave
Mustaine I know.
This is not the Dave Mustaine I know.
He was bitching about Metallica? That doesn't sound like the Dave Mustaine.
Yeah.
no,
That
not Dave Mustaine.
Dave Mustaine from
No,
Megadeth.
no.
Yeah,
Talking about
Dave
Metallica.
Mustaine.
yeah, bitching
I don't-
about
He
'cause
builds
used to be in
builds
Metallica.
other people up.
That doesn't seem...
lifts-
that doesn't seem possible.
That's the Dave Mustaine I know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The hopeful.
I mean,
yeah.
it's not like Dave Mustaine was ever in Metallica or anything.
What?
Right.
Dave Mustaine was in Metallica?
I don't know. Yeah. I mean,
Should we ask? We should ask him.
Yeah,
We should. Oh yeah, because
We should call him up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he thinks you're vermin. You know him.
Yeah.
His number.
We're buddies now.
Okay, good.
But yeah, we should also ask Nikki Sixx if he's ever died.
Yeah,
because
well,
that
that's
never comes up.
That never. He never talks about that. I mean,
Anyway.
the-
So he was talking trash about Metallica, and you
Yeah,
made a comment.
he was talking trash about Metallica, and I basically said something like, God, I can't even remember what I said, but he was just, I made a smart ass comment, which I don't even think
that
about
doesn't
him.
sound like you.
I know it doesn't sound like me at all. I made some smart ass.
Yeah,
comment,
you're so
like,
slow mentally.
yeah. And he just responded with, he's like, "You fucking vermin," and I was like,
Nice.
"Aww,
Yeah.
somebody got a case of the sads."
But also, I bet people love it.
Yeah.
Like, I bet he's like, oh, they're gonna be offended or they're gonna like me even more.
Yeah.
Because I called him vermin.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. He goes either way.
I will, like, he's one of those dudes that just, like, he fascinates me because he's genius or garbage. Everything he does to me is genius or garbage, and I haven't bought a Megadeth record since 1992, and I just, like, he has such an inflated sense of self for a man who should have a huge sense of self. He should love himself, but he wants
able to,
credit.
yeah.
He wants credit for things he has no right to take credit for.
Yeah.
And he thinks he's so much more badass than he actually is.
He's bitter.
Yeah.
He's like everything he's accomplished means nothing because he's so fucking bitter.
Yeah.
And it's sad and pathetic. And
I want. Wait. Let's back up.
Okay.
I would like to give you the opportunity, in fairness, to, if you want to reword that.
Yeah.
Saying everything he's accomplished means nothing
To him.
to him.
To
Okay.
him. To him. Because
I think
Symphony of Destruction.
I think he thinks
fucking
his
Breadline.
I think his stuff means a lot to him in an unfair way.
I think. Well,
I think the things he's amazing for are downplayed in his own mind.
He feels underappreciated as a genius.
Sure.
And I think that's where the bitterness.
Yeah, I
stems
know that's
from.
fair.
Yeah.
I think that's where the bitterness.
I think he
stems
thinks if he had stayed in Metallica, his genius would be available to more people.
Sure.
Right,
Right?
but
Like
he-
that was,
and
it would
he
be
would've made
more-
them
he would've
better.
made-
But
made
he
them
thinks
better,
he
and
thinks that he was part of the magic formula that brought Metallica to the
pinnacle
the
of their
pinnacle of
Right.
their and I don't think
Had nothing
that's
to
the
do with
case.
Bob Rock.
I don't
Yeah.
think that's the case. I think I don't know that they would have made it that high with Dave still in the band because there was there's a dynamic.
Yeah.
Kirk is a quiet guy
Yes.
who goes along with the clashing egos
He
of
waits for-
Lars
he-
and
he-
James.
he waits for his
He
spot.
waits for his spot.
Yep.
Right. Absolutely.
I
Miss
love that
Dave-
everyone who loves Metallica has arrived at the same conclusion independently.
Yeah.
It's just that video.
The-
It's
the-
like
the-
that,
the
that
whole
video.
point-
The Year in the Life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole point is Metallica can't exist with Dave Mustaine in it.
Right.
Because they have two guys fighting for power.
Right.
And they don't need a third guy fighting for power against those two guys.
Absolutely.
Now, like, if I was still in Metallica, no. If Jim Morrison didn't overdose on heroin that day,
Right.
he would have overdosed on heroin a week later.
Right.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but that's all you've got. You were in the band, and you told them to not record your songs, and they did it anyway, and that's why you're a goddamn millionaire.
Yeah.
Because they did record your songs,
And they gave you credit.
and they
for
gave
it.
you credit, you piece of shit,
Yeah.
on the first two records. And when the Black Album blew up, you became an extra millionaire because of
Everyone
all
went back and bought those old albums.
Everything you made with Megadeth until '91 was going straight in your veins or up your nose.
Right.
And sorry, you fucked yourself and you lost a shitload of money.
Yes.
Metallica made that.
Absolutely that.
You're still alive because Metallica recorded the songs on Ride the Lightning and Kill 'Em All.
And you're not a night manager at Kinko's because they did that.
Yeah.
or just a guy in a metal band.
Yeah.
That would have been fine.
My favorite Dave Mustaine story is this guy that produced our first record back in the 04, 05.
Yeah.
Was offered a consulting gig on building his home studio in Arizona.
Okay.
Ooh.
And was flown. This is his story, so this is 100% secondhand.
Yep.
But I 100% believe it. He said, it's not even about Dave. I mean, sort of. He said he was flown out there. He got a ticket. He got there. Limo picked him up. Took him out to this development. He pulls up to this house that's gated. And it's like Arizona, like 110 degrees.
Yeah.
Right? And
Yeah.
he's in a black limo. And he pulls up to this gate.
Get into frame.
Oh.
That's all. That's all.
He pulls up to this gate, and there's a kid standing there with his bicycle right outside the gate, who he assumes is, the kid.
Little Justice.
Little whatever Little Justice.
No. His son's name is Justice.
Oh.
His son.
That's not true.
It is true. He has a daughter named Electra and a son named Justice.
Oh, that's so...
That's sad.
That makes it so... Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Anyway...
I know that because I own the VH1 Behind the Music of Megadeth, and that announcer's voice is burned in my brain.
And his dog's
Son.
name is Load.
Right.
And his
His hamster's name is Master of Puppets.
That's right.
His wife's name is The Black Album. That's terrible. Wow.
The only reason he would ever marry a black
I
lady.
say, oh shit. So So he pulls up in front.
I'm not implying he's
there's a kid-
racist. It was just a joke. It was
Yeah.
just a joke.
There's a kid standing in front of this, and he's standing next to this bicycle, and he's beating the bicycle with a bat. Just beating the shit out of this bicycle. Standing on the corner in front.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's Dave Mustaine's kid.
I'm here.
I buy
I'm
it.
here.
I buy that story 100%.
Yeah.
That's the whole story. I don't know what happened after that. All I heard is like, of course there's a kid
perfect.
beating the shit out of a bicycle in front of Dave Mustaine's
Oh my
house.
god, that's perfect. Yes, no, that makes perfect sense.
Right?
Yeah. Just like, I mean, it's that, like, he was abused as a kid. He had a terrible life. He's so talented. He's so driven. And
He's so underappreciated.
when you're
He's only got
so,
3 Grammy
when you're
Awards.
so obnoxious,
Or however.
when you're so obnoxious,
Yeah.
James and Lars, at the peak of their obnoxious alcoholism,
Right.
fucking
Or
can't
like-
handle you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You
That's
gotta
a-
go.
You gotta. Well,
like-
by the way, history has borne out that you're better off being your own boss,
Right.
and hiring people
Absolutely.
to do your shit.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. Figure this shit out. Like, I mean,
But still, you got somebody like Dave Ellefson, who is like one of the most remarkably chill dudes in the world,
which you have to have.
saying that you are a complete fuck.
Yeah.
You know, and just like, I don't want to work with that asshole ever again. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, how far do you have to, like, it's like Steven Adler getting kicked out of Guns N' Roses for having a drug problem. What kind of drug problem do you have to have
Yeah,
to
I
get kicked
will.
out of Guns and
Here we go.
fucking Roses?
I will. All
Okay,
right.
here we go.
I'm ready now.
All right.
Okay.
I would just like to say
Jay
that
Smith, everybody.
my name's Jay Smith, and I have a podcast called A History of Rock and Roll and Film and Rock and Roll. When Dan was living in Mountain View, California, he had to listen to me talk about this a lot on my podcast because
Okay.
he had nothing else to do while driving.
I would
long
drive to
distance.
LA every weekend because
Okay.
there was nothing going on in fucking
Yeah,
Mountain View.
Absolutely.
And he would go to like jam night and watch Brian Beller do his
Right.
thing. You know,
Right.
watch.
But
Cat
the
and
funny
Charlie.
part was I would listen to Jay's podcast, and
Yeah.
then as things came up on
Yeah.
something he recorded like 6 months ago,
Yeah.
I would just call him and yell at him about it.
Yeah.
And be like, hey, that was fucking funny. That was really funny. And then we would talk for like an hour.
Yeah.
And then he'd hang up, and then his voice would come back through the stereo because the podcast would start up again automatically.
Yeah.
And it was the same voice.
Yeah.
So I'm in this weird conversational limbo.
He's
with
like
Jay.
Tim Robbins in Jacob's Ladder with all the like fucking weird, disorienting fucking. Yeah, and he would post on Facebook like, I just yelled, "God damn it, Jay Smith," for the 10th time today, and like, if you wanted me to hate Guns N' Roses more, you didn't have to try all that hard.
Yeah. This podcast is not helping me hate Guns N' Roses less.
Yeah. So what I found out reading about Guns N' Roses in the Use Illusion era,
Yeah.
it was a triangulation of reading about Soundgarden at that time
Yep.
when they went on tour.
Yep.
Reading about Faith No More when they were on that tour with
Okay.
Soundgarden.
Yeah.
And Metallica on the tour with Guns N'
So,
Roses.
the era that we specialize in
Yes.
is what we call lace
Censor
sensor
era
era Clapton.
Clapton.
Oh, yes.
So 88 to like 92.
Yeah.
Kind of that like perfect like chunk of
Yeah.
it's going. Oh, what the fuck just happened?
Yep.
Yeah.
then the aftermath.
Tricksters are doing their first tour and their career's already over.
Right.
You know? So the way I frame it usually is like that era of before Dr. Feelgood
Okay.
and before In Utero, Nirvana.
Okay. Yeah,
So-
there's a pocket.
Because after Nevermind, there was still butt rock bands coming out.
Yes.
That hadn't got the memo,
Right,
as
right.
Dan
That-
would say.
Well, though
Right.
I love those. Those
Yeah.
are my favorite. The bands that like
The 92.
end of 91,
Yeah.
new album,
Yeah.
a new butt rock album.
When some guy at a record label was like, this Ugly Kid Joe's taking off.
Right.
Yeah.
We need to have a copycat of Ugly
right.
Kid Joe.
Right.
And a copycat
Jet
of
Red.
Slaughter. You
Yep.
know, Slaughter
Right.
just had a hit. Let's do another band that's younger than them that sounds like Slaughter. Anyways.
Yeah.
So when I found out about the whole Steven Adler thing was the era after GNR Lies
Yeah.
and before Use Illusion came out.
Yep.
Adler played on one song. It was like Knocking on Heaven's Door.
Right.
Because
It was recorded for a soundtrack.
for Days of Thunder.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
Heaven's Door was recorded for. Oh no, you're right. I'm sorry. I was going to say Interview with a Vampire, but that was painted. That was
That was,
Sympathy for the Devil. Or
yeah,
what?
that was after the band was pretty much done. Yeah,
You're right. Okay.
So yeah, no, high five.
I've learned.
We're grown-ups. We can do this. We can just. Admit.
I am wrong a lot, and I'm happy to admit it.
We're testers.
Yeah. So Adler is a drummer that has a wonderful feel that cannot be replicated. I don't think Matt Sorum comes close with the vibe and the swing that he has, right?
But he loves Matt Sorum.
I
want to say,
but Matt Sorum saved
the cult. Fuck.
Yeah. But Matt Sorum saved Guns N' Roses from imploding.
Yeah.
By being not too opinionated, not too loud, not too fancy, just like throwing down and being, the kind of guy they could count on.
Yes.
Right? He wanted to prove himself. That's what they needed. Yep. Steven Adler was the guy that was still fucked up on heroin after Izzy got sober.
Yep.
After Duff and Slash stopped doing heroin, still drinking, and after Axl got sober, clean and sober.
Yeah.
So, after going through 4 people in the band, getting through this,
right, and they have to still look at this fuck up.
To then have the album delayed again because the drummer can't get it together.
Right.
Yeah.
And what everyone loves to say and feel smart is like, oh, Steven Adler, how dare you kick him out of the Guns N' Roses for being on drugs? Because everyone else figured it out to a level that they could still continue as a functional band, even though Axl had basically checked out of the operations. Axl said, I'm never rehearsing with you again. The band. Hi, Guns N' Roses. I'm your lead singer. I'm not rehearsing with you ever again. Ever. And that's why Slash was so pissed off. Because he's like, so I have to hire horn players now? I have to hire female backup singers now. Because Axl won't show up. And now I have a drummer that can't fucking show up either or play.
Right.
And that's why Steven Adler had to get kicked out and they had to hire somebody else.
Okay.
Because it's like, look, we've all fucking come back from this and it's been like 2.5 years without a record. We put out an EP of acoustic songs and an EP that we released in '86 originally.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the Lies.
We're the most popular. We're the most popular rock band in the fucking universe.
Yeah.
And
nothing.
We need to do stuff because if we don't, because everyone's gonna. This is my interpretation.
Yeah.
No, not even that. We're all gonna relapse.
Oh.
Is what I'm thinking.
Okay.
If we don't get this fucking record done.
Yeah.
And the record was, strangely, half of it was songs Izzy and Axl had co-written.
Yep.
In before Guns N' Roses when they're still in Hollywood Rose.
Right.
And stuff that Slash had worked on with Steven Adler when they were in I forget their other band. And then new stuff.
Road Crew.
In the studio. Yes. Named after a great Motorhead song, God damn it. And they had all this shit. So it's brand new shit, super old shit.
Yeah.
And that's why Use Your Illusion 1 and 2 are the way they are.
They're real staggered.
They're so strong and then they're so out there.
Yeah.
And they're so they half of it reeks of a band that has a lot of studio time.
Yeah,
and
because some of it was like The Garden.
Yeah,
that song. Listen to that song. And
great.
It's like
I love it. I love it. And I love Garden of Eden.
Okay,
but they don't sound like Appetite for Destruction,
and they don't sound like they have a real structure to them. They kind of float. You
know what I will say?
I don't know. That's not a record I know.
Garden of Eden.
Yeah,
is more of a Duff McKagan punk rock song.
Yeah. And
The Garden is more of an Axl Rose. I've got a lot of time in the studio, with my piano, and you know who I think should sing on this? Alice Cooper.
Yeah,
I think I'll just call Alice Cooper.
Yeah,
it's that. Here's my Elton John weird trip, scary Elton John Alice Cooper song.
Yeah,
and then here's a super fast 2.5-minute punk rock song. Garden of Eden, great.
Yeah,
there's just long overwrought piano shit that piano players hear and they go, Really? This is an 8-minute song?
Yeah. Well, like
this chord progression
yeah,
is
November
for 8
Rain and
minutes.
Estranged. It's like those could have been separate songs. You know, those could have been cut in half. Well, I mean, like Estranged could have been 2 separate songs.
Yes,
because they didn't need that. They didn't need that.
But
that
if they
segue into a whole different aspect.
If they had something in the middle of Estranged that was more like Garden of Eden, that was furious, and angry, that would have been
that would have been super cool.
You know, like Coma.
Yeah.
It's like an 8-minute song that has
I like the start of that. I like the start of that with the heartbeat and that's fucking cool.
That sounds to me more like a Meatloaf thing.
Yeah.
Bringing it back. That sounds like a Bob Ezrin thing is what it sounds like.
Be.
Yeah.
Bob Ezrin who worked with Alice Cooper,
with
Pink Floyd, with Kiss.
But from Destroyer, that has a very...
the whole car starting thing,
Detroit Rock
driving
City kind of vibe to it, right?
Yeah.
With the car crash and the soul, that's fucking cool.
By the way, Bob Ezrin, I want to say this is a thing that never occurred to me until recently. Pink Floyd's The Wall.
Yeah.
Most of us, if you like Pink Floyd, you know Roger Waters kind of took over the band with Bob Ezrin, and they made this whole almost Andrew Lloyd Webber-ish, ironically, another thing, Broadway-ish. Mind Palace fucking story, right?
Yeah.
I knew he was greedy enough to push out other band members when it came to songwriting, right?
Yeah.
What I didn't think about when it came to publishing money is the idea that not only is Roger Waters the main songwriter on the record, Roger Waters is the main songwriter on 55 2-minute songs. I mean, I'm joking.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
But think about the publishing.
Yeah, sure.
Think about the publishing.
Yeah, sure.
Right.
You're not. It's not Night at the Opera, Queen, where there's 8 songs maybe.
Yeah.
No. It's a million songs written by Roger Waters. Every single piece of sheet music, every karaoke fucking song you're getting publishing off of, every guitar magazine tablature,
every radio commercial that they turn into a jingle
and
an Ozempic commercial or whatever they fucking noodle around those.
Also, it's 81.
Yeah.
And on the radio, they're playing 3 of those songs in a row.
Yeah.
Because it's Another Brick in the Wall, Part 1,
Part 2.
Because they blend them, so you can't cut them off.
Yeah.
You can't.
Right.
So he has to get paid 3 times in 5 minutes. And no one else in the fucking band is. Like, that's how greedy Roger Waters is.
Right.
Yeah.
That motherfucker is whoever put that fucking thing in his ear.
Right.
It's like, now
do this.
Now break up the band.
Right.
So only you are the guy that's making all this publishing money.
Right.
And then David Gilmour can get a couple of songs. You know, with the best guitar solos ever fucking recorded in Western music in the 20th century.
Right.
You know,
I mean,
Jesus balls.
You take a brief detour into history with David Gilmour on that.
If you don't know why I'm mentioning the publishing and the frequency of that in you getting paid and the lawyers and the managers, I envy you so much.
Yeah. It's best not to know.
Yeah. That is broken up.
Yeah.
Every one of your favorite bands that's no longer a band, it's because of publishing and royalties. That broke up so many bands.
That's the Eagles' Hell Freezes Over tour,
right?
In a nutshell.
Yeah. And not only that, but Don Henley is such a notorious prick. You know, Glenn Frey.
We did a whole thing on Glenn Frey on the last time.
Yeah.
Like that you belong to the city. Like there's some terrible Glenn Frey shit out there.
Some rough stuff. Miami Vice.
Miami
Vice shit. Yeah.
That era of Glenn Frey is a little embarrassing.
Yeah, and then
those fucking white puffy
jackets. The jackets with the shoulder pads.
Yeah, shoulder pads.
Yeah, and the fucking pulled up sleeves.
Yep.
And
like my birthday. This is my birthday.
the Miami. Oh my god, the Yacht Rock birthday party. That was so much fun, by the way. That was so funny. Yeah, and by the way, Liz, I love your sister, man. She's so awesome.
She's amazing. She did so much work. She baked that. Remember the fucking huge coconut cake? I still have some of it.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do. It's still in the freezer. I still have some of that fucking cake. Yeah, it's what is it? It's March. It was November.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
There was a lot left. That's all I'm saying.
What's the third guitar, by the way?
Oh, that's a kind of a riff on a PRS.
Nice.
Grab it if you want. Take a look.
All the way over there.
Yeah.
So to the Brill building.
Yes.
I was going to say something about when we were talking about Mutt Lange and Def Leppard.
Yeah.
You know, I love me a whole lot of 50s rock and roll. And people have an unfair, unearned perception of that stuff being very gritty because of rockabilly, right? Very gritty and like off the cuff and spontaneous. But like one of the best fucking rock bands. Oh, that's nice. Very cool.
You like that?
I could feel it just.
It does. The one thing I need to fix is I need to replace the nut because I had to shim the crap out of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a fun guitar. Seymour in the bridge.
Uh-huh.
It's coil tapped, I believe.
Okay.
So.
The Coasters.
Yeah.
A group that was like I think 5 black American singers. Most, if not all, their songs were written by Lieber and Stroller, 2 Jewish brothers.
Right.
That worked
Jerry Lieber?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
And they wrote the songs so that each singer, tenor, bass, baritone, soprano, had their own character.
Okay.
So they wrote specific lines for the high guy and the low guy and the middle guy to create this like narrative through songs like "Baby That's Rock and Roll" or "Yakety Yak" or "Down in Mexico." It was all a lot of stuff was very planned out and very specific.
Okay.
Like the Jerry Lee Lewises of the world. A little different. They were their own men. They got to call the shots and all that shit. But there's a ton of great like examples of going back to what I was saying about Pour Some Sugar on Me. It rocks. Even though it's not my particular flavor, like, it's overproduced to the max, and it still fucking rocks.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
I mean, they know what they're... Mutt Lange, you gave it up for Mutt Lange.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like, I mean,
for sure.
Because that's another thing. Speaking of fucking full
Back
circle,
in Black.
But, right, I mean, that's the thing. He's got Back in Black in his back pocket. He's going like, I made this. We're not going to make this into something, we're not...
Yeah.
But also, they did 2.5 years with Jim Steinman producing that record.
Right.
Before they hired Mutt Lange, and they scrapped
the whole thing.
They did, and then I think it was when the accident happened.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, they did 2 years... Yeah. They did 2 years with Jim Steinman producing Hysteria, of all things, and I feel like we got robbed of that record. Like I would love to someday hear those demos.
I love Phaser so much.
Dude, that Phaser's great.
That is
That's
very
really a great.
Dude, your pedal board is really cool. You
Yeah.
got it nicely dialed in.
And that's a good sounding amp.
We should do some favorite riffs and stuff, or favorite leads, or favorite lines, or whatever. Like I'm a big Billy Duffy from the Cult guy.
Love Billy Duffy. Yeah. When we were talking about
the way he does a very simple melody where there's a moving bass line underneath it for himself.
I will say, I love his tone change when he went to Sonic Temple. Love and electric, like when he was still playing the White Falcon. It's just a little too airy and kind of lacks definition, lacks a punch.
I don't know. He's the cult guy.
Yeah.
I pass all cult questions on to Jay Smith.
Yeah. I mean, the Thin Lizzy stuff, never gets old for me the more I listen to it. And it's Dan and I always talk about, whenever I bring up a Thin Lizzy song, it's is that a Gary Moore song? Is that one of the Gary Moore? I'm like, no, it's not.
Gary Moore, John Sykes. That's right.
Yes!
Yes. Gary Moore, John Sykes. And I know they were both in the band, but it turns out that none of the songs that I like
are from either one of them.
Are from either one of them.
Right.
It's from the other guy, whatever that, I don't remember.
Robertson and Scott Gorham.
Scott Gorham. Eric Bell, I believe, is the
Okay.
one. Yeah.
Yep. Mick Moody wasn't in the band. He was in Whitesnake.
But Snowy White was in the band.
Snowy White.
At one point.
Right, yes.
Who was been fake David Gilmour for all these years.
Right.
And
Roger
touring with
Waters'
Roger
band.
Waters. And
Also, there's I believe I don't know if it's Live and Dangerous or another live Thin Lizzy record. There's a gentleman who plays harmonica
Huey Lewis.
on Baby Drives Me Crazy.
Okay.
Credited as Bluesy Huey Lewis, who, if people don't know, moved to London in his 20s to start a solo career in England.
I will die on this hill. There needs to be a biopic about Huey Lewis, because that fucker, not only has he worked with Thin Lizzy, but he kind of like orchestrated Stevie Ray Vaughan to get him in front of people.
Between him and
Jackson Browne.
Jackson Browne, yeah.
But
and Mick Jagger,
right?
Because he played a private party for Mick Jagger, and he's like, "Hey, David Bowie, you should hire this guitar player from Texas."
Oh, no
to be on
shit.
your record."
Yeah, that's. But like Huey Lewis is like the Forrest Gump of rock and roll. You know, he figures into so many other things.
And at this point, he could still play himself because he still looks fucking 31.
Right. But his hearing's gone, so he can't sing anymore.
That's right. That's right.
Can any of us say that we actually played music with both Gwyneth Paltrow and Phil Lynott from Thin Lizzy? No.
Hang on. Would either of us admit we played with Gwyneth Paltrow?
Yes.
It's like, yeah, we were in the studio. She had one of her vagina candles going.
I would say I pulled the vagina candle out of her and put it on the assembly
Put that
line.
shit on fire. Just went for it.
God. It smelled like a wet sock.
No, she doesn't eat or drink any toxins. It probably smells like water.
Yeah, right.
I'm sure it's. I don't like her at all, but I'm sure her vagina smells wonderful.
Your vagina smells terrific.
Here's one. Here's a question.
Yeah.
Not the initial spark
Yeah.
that got you to play, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Not the first guys.
Okay.
Once you got your feet under you
Yeah.
and you really started running, who were the guys or gals that really, really got you to the next phase of who you really are? The guys that are, the players that are still with you. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking about your Princes, maybe if it's Dan or
no, it's not.
No,
it wasn't. It was earlier than that.
Yep. Yeah, it was earlier for me too.
They've been waiting so long for someone to ask this question.
Van Halen and
so good at this.
Ace Frehley started me.
Yep.
And kind of started me walking.
Yep.
Wait. Yeah.
Fuck! How do you play Deuce? Anyway,
isn't that Parasite?
That's Parasite.
Yeah.
Deuce. Also, by the way, track 1, side 1, debut album. Deuce. Perfect. I'm sorry, Kiss. You nailed it.
As soon as I heard
that was it.
I will say, Dressed to Kill is my all-time favorite Kiss album.
Okay.
It's got Ladies Room, She,
Me,
Rock. Oh my God! Those are just
She fucking.
That could be a Muppet song.
It could
absolutely.
It could be
the Muppet Kiss record. I would buy the Muppet Kiss.
I would buy. Yeah.
Dr. Teeth.
Meet you in the ladies' room.
I would. The Muppets Meet the Phantom of the Park.
Yeah,
I would watch the fuck out of that movie,
dude.
I would have that on repeat.
That would,
That's the only good thing that could come of this monopoly of entertainment right now.
Right.
All the mergers.
Right, because somebody probably owns the rights to both the Muppets and Kiss.
The Muppets could finally do Princess Bride. Like everyone's been wanting them to do. Fuck me.
I will say this about, what I think Hollywood needs to get fucking tasered in the nuts, because when they have...
Not gonna happen.
No, you're right, but
Lots of folks do.
But when one actor becomes the it guy or the it girl, and they cast him in fucking everything, it's like Pedro Pascal is in goddamn everything, and he doesn't need to be Fantastic Four guy. He doesn't need to be all the...
Pedro Pascal Carl's putting you on notice.
Yeah.
Bring it down.
Fucking
Look,
bring it down.
he doesn't need to be Reed Richards.
Carl
He's
said that
great
shit.
as the man. He's great as the Mandalorian. He's great in a lot of things. The same with Javier Bardem was becoming that guy. Jeffrey Dean Morgan was that guy for a bit.
Oh God, yeah.
You know, he was in a
lot of shit.
Yeah, but he's so good.
He is
like
so
they're
good.
all so good.
He's
like,
a good
I
bastard.
don't
He's a
know.
real good
They
bastard.
are, but you're
But
gonna get a
no.
studio
Here's
executive.
Here's the thing, though. Jeffrey Dean Morgan wasn't showing up in like 5 movies in a row where he's making out with Scarlett Johansson.
Okay.
He's playing assholes.
But Jason Momoa is in like goddamn everything.
Yeah, but I
You
can't
know?
get enough Jason Momoa.
But
I don't care. I really can't. I don't care.
I've loved
Jason Momoa since fucking Stargate.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
he was
yeah.
fucking. I was like 19-year-old Jason Momoa just like flipping around, shooting shit. Like, absolute badass.
Okay.
Like, absolute badass.
Okay.
And that new movie with the one he did with
Bautista.
yeah,
The
it's
Wrecking
fucking
Crew?
great.
Okay.
It's fucking great.
Okay, yeah.
It's a word for word 80s buddy cop movie.
like Lethal
Perfect.
Weapon.
Like straight up Lethal Weapon,
Perfect.
48 hours. Like
Without-
it's every beat is the same.
Okay.
and
Without-
it's exactly what you want it to be.
Without Mel Gibson.
Without Mel Gibson.
Without Mel Gibson.
But you've got the like
without the
bad-
anti-Semitism, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, without the wife beating and the fucking,
Yeah.
and the anti-black racism that he left on her fucking.
On her answering machine.
Answering machine.
Oh my God, that was
And that was 20 years ago.
that was
Yeah.
right.
At his peak Christ-like, when he was the fucking Passion of the Christ was still kind of a thing. So
Okay.
who's your guy?
We were doing.
Who's your?
What were we talking about?
Who
What was the question?
are your people after your first people?
Oh, Paul Gilbert.
There we go.
Paul Gilbert
Paul-
was the one that just like
Come closer.
That was the one that. Oh, am I?
Paul Gilbert. Yeah.
Come a little
Was
bit
it
closer.
Racer X? Was it Racer X or was it
Well-
Paul Gilbert solo stuff?
It started with Racer. It started with some of the shit that he did. So I had been playing for a couple years, like really playing. Like I started playing like kind of intentionally when I was 11.
Yeah.
And then like 12, 13, I had this buddy that moved to that I met who had was like a guitar player and had all the Shrapnel Records shit.
Yeah.
And all like he had seen Vinnie Moore and he knew and he had the like instructional videotapes.
Yeah.
And I'd been playing for about 2-3 years. Like I knew I had like I had some like Van Halen under, I could do a little bit of tapping and I had a little bit of technique, a little bit of, but I couldn't, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. And I heard this like Vinnie Moore, and then I heard the Tony McAlpine live solo that he did,
Yeah.
and then the the Racer X live, the Paul Gilbert
Extreme
by
volume,
himself.
yeah,
Extreme
Extreme
volume
volume.
live, where he's just fucking, and I was just like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
And then my buddy also had the GIT
Yeah.
yearbook thing.
Right, he
And
was an
he
instructor.
was a teacher. And
At
he was like,
19.
you can go learn from him. And I was
At-
like, oh, that's what I'm gonna do. I
At-
don't give a shit about this high school bullshit. I'm gonna go fucking learn from Paul Gilbert.
Yeah. At 19, the guy was an instructor.
Yeah. And just if you watch those early videos of him and I mean so precise and so perfect.
Yeah, the
and
alternate-
so fast.
The alternate picking,
Just
like, and the way he,
absolutely.
like, watching him pick, and he has these fucking spider fingers.
The
that would be
distance from his
long-ass-
thumb to his pinky is
Is-
like this.
Oh.
It's just fucking insane.
It really
It's
is.
just
It really
unfair.
is.
But they're all like that. Petrucci's like that. Vi's like that. They've all got these fucking.
Petrucci got meaty. He went
Yeah, he
went
did.
from
Yeah, he
being
did.
like normal nerdy guitar
He got
player
all
to
big.
being like swole.
Yeah,
You know?
Yep. Tosin Abasi too. Him and Tosin Abasi on that Dream Theater Animals as Leaders tour
Yeah.
both got like
Got on the HGH.
maybe could be.
I mean, something happened when Petrucci cut his hair off, I think.
Originally when he got it.
In like 94,
Yeah,
95,
94, yeah.
he started wearing those like short sleeve
Yeah.
shirts,
Yep.
those club shirts.
Yeah,
You know?
he looked like Derek Sherinian for a while. Like him and Derek Sherinian were like the same person. Yeah. So what about you? So that was me. Paul Gilbert was me.
Yeah, I would have to add George Lynch.
Yeah.
just because I like, and I still am super guilty of this, but overusing the fuck out of pinch harmonics.
I was gonna say murder of a child, but okay.
Okay, yeah.
I
Well,
thought you were gonna admit.
That's to number 2.
I thought you were gonna finally admit
that's-
to that thing you talked about.
That's
3
the
years
other
ago.
part, yeah.
Okay.
And it's why I'm not allowed in a petting zoo. I mean, it's called a petting zoo, not a heavy petting zoo, but, you know.
You just misunderstood the word zoo.
That's right.
Yeah.
Any zoo is a petting zoo if you're not a pussy.
Getting that tattooed on my neck.
The zoo! Scorpions!
Actual lyrics. We eat the night. We drink the time.
Yeah.
We make our dreams come true. With hungry eyes and
And dreams we call the
the
zoo!
zoo. Ga-gun, ga-gun, ga-gun.
Yeah.
That's a band, like, I just hate.
You hate
I
the
just,
Scorpions?
no, I don't hate them. It's just,
Okay.
it's just that, like,
They're hard to hate.
the Scorpions are, like, we learned, like, you get to, like, 3.5 years of playing guitar, and that's when you start writing Scorpions riffs.
Right.
Right?
'Cause-
Like, it's just like, oh, I wrote that, like, when I learned Rock You Like a Hurricane, I was
Yeah,
like, oh.
let me have it for a second.
Everybody
Can I take
fucking
it?
writes that riff after they've been playing guitar for, like, an hour and a half.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And then you write another song called "There's
Yeah.
No One Like You,"
You're right.
which is also Rock You Like a
Right. How we doing on time? Oh, wow.
Heck yeah. Oh no!
Time for Jay.
Oh god.
Take a solo.
Those fucking P90s, man.
Are those nice? They really do sound good.
Yeah.
They were worth the cost. Plus they're dog ears, so they look cool as shit.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, talked to Brian Feldman last night,
Oh,
who's in a Bad Company tribute band.
okay.
Okay.
Also, the guy that organizes
Yeah.
Gobblefest, which we're talking about doing at Aurora Borealis this year. And I was like, oh, by the way, did you know that Dan Tyson's favorite rhythm guitar tone reference point is Holy Water by Bad Company from 1992?
Yep.
And he's like, are you kidding me? Yes. Dead serious.
It's such a fucking great rhythm sound. I stand by it.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
great. It's like,
And then he said-
because I'm 100% sure what you told me is a Paul Reed Smith through a Mesa.
No, I didn't. I don't know. I have no idea what
Well,
that
that's
is.
what he's playing in the video.
Yeah.
That's what he's playing in the video. I don't think that's really what it is. It sounds like a P90 Les Paul through a Marshall.
Yeah.
Is what it sounds with some echo on it.
Yeah.
But it's a fucking great.
Also,
Rhythm sound.
he then said, by the way, did you know that Rich Robinson was in Bad Company for a little while? I was like, no. I looked it up. 2016. He was on tour
Wow.
as a guitarist in Bad Company.
What?
Yeah.
Jimmy Page played with the Black Crowes for a while. And,
Oh, yeah.
No, that
Like-
didn't, I don't think that happened.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I made Dan watch a bunch of videos.
There
about
we
that.
go.
Okay.
So there's JCM Rock and Roll Stories or whatever is the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
The guy does like a whole breakdown of every single thing Led Zeppelin ever did.
Yeah.
And I made Dan watch the whole like process of them like trying people out and then like
And how it was basically done out of spite.
yeah,
Like, it was
'Cause
basically
Plant
done out of
wouldn't
spite
do it.
for Robert Plant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he just did it because fuck Robert Plant, which I love. Like,
Is that why he did Coverdale Page?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
I think that's the same thing.
Because like Coverdale can sound just like Robert Plant. He's like, well, I can't get Plant, so I'll do this.
Right.
And Plant, I think his response to that was, "Fucking Jimmy knows better."
Yeah.
You know,
Weird.
his was like
Well, then
I think
he
it was
did-
a direct quote.
So oh, was it really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Was it? But did the Robert Plant the like cool underwater whatever the fuck that song is?
Tall Cool One.
Tall Cool One. Thank you.
Off of Now and Zen.
Yeah, was that post Coverdale Page? Or
Yeah.
was that
No,
okay.
I think it's pre.
Is it?
Coming up page is like 92.
Yeah, but Now and Zen. Oh, I guess Now and Zen was like 88.
I mean,
Oh, okay.
It was my stepmom's favorite cassette tape.
Nice.
That's how I can fucking figure it out.
Those
which one
points
was-
in history.
Now and Zen
Now
had
and
the
Zen.
melting like
Yeah.
the Earth, the planet Earth thing
It
with
had-
the colors melting off of it. And,
Yeah.
I remember they made such a big deal out of whoever he picked some. He did that thing where he tried to find a guitar player and
Yeah.
like
Right.
open auditions, and they picked some fucking monster player.
Yeah.
And then they didn't let him do shit on the record. Like
Right.
the record is
Of course not.
garbage.
Right.
for
And,
guitar
and
playing.
also, I
Like,
was
there's
showing Dan
nothing on there.
the fucking guy that's playing bass for the Cult right now played on No Quarter, the Jimmy Page Robert Plant reunion fucking
Damn.
record.
Okay.
Like, the guy with like the big bushy hair that plays bass. It's like a stand up thing, but it was like electric or whatever. He's
Wasn't
like
Tony Franklin.
He was
No.
he's like the guy that was on the videos and stuff in the
Okay.
concert. Like
Okay.
he's the guy. Yeah, he's now like another bald guy, skinny guy that he's on tour with the Cult. You
Okay.
know? Wild,
Yeah.
fucking wild.
Yeah. Tony Franklin is like he played with the Firm. He played.
Oh,
with
yeah. Oh, no.
Blue
He's playing with
Murder.
Al. He's playing with Al now. Yeah. Al Nesbitt. You know
Yeah.
Al. Yeah. No. We covered a Firm song
Okay.
in LSD.
Yeah.
Satisfaction Guaranteed.
Yeah. we did
Fucking
that.
brilliant song. What a
Yeah.
fucking with a terrible guitar solo.
Yeah.
Like what a brilliant, you know, and,
Yeah.
and that's my thing with Page is like he's a brilliant songwriter, but I just don't love him as a guitar player. I
Okay.
just don't. I'm a Gilmore guy.
Yeah.
I'm a Gilmore guy.
And
I'm a Gilmore Girl.
Page will. Page, we know. Page will admit to what he does have is this sounding sloppy to the point of careless, and then he'll do a little lick where he pulls you back in and
Yeah.
goes, "Oh, clearly
meant to
you
do
had
that."
meant to do that."
Yeah, right.
So like, I was fucking with you. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, there's this like weird sloppy frappy thing he does, you know.
Yeah.
You know, and then he still ends it on a weird note.
Yeah.
He'll end solos on a note that's not even like the tonic or whatever. It's a weird, off-putting, like Jimmy Pagey note.
Yeah, or he'll slide it down.
Yeah.
He'll just slide it off and just kind of like no defined ending and just kind of like fades it off. And,
Yeah.
And just kind of fumbles and walks away.
Great quote, apropos of nothing. Speaking harmonically, that Billy West, everyone's favorite, cartoon voice artist.
Yeah.
From Futurama and Ren and Stimpy and a
Right.
million other things. The voice of, good news, everyone! And also Philip J. Fry and all that shit.
Yeah.
He was saying in a podcast I listened to a million years ago, he's like, yeah, the guy that like all these like Muzak, the Muzak dudes that have to convert rock songs into
Right.
classical music,
Right.
in quotes, like hate is fucking Keith Richards, because he's like, yeah, I'm gonna write a hit song with 5 major chords in a row, and there's no tension and release. There's no minor. Right. There's no ambiguity. There's nothing, because I don't want to play in your fucking elevator, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
So fuck up.
Frank Zappa for years had tried to buy Muzak so that he could kill it because he thought it was
no shit.
Yeah, he thought it was the. He thought it was the. He thought it was the worst thing. He thought it was the death of music, and it was like it had no artistic merit. He's like, I want to buy it just so I can fucking kill it. And
good.
I love Zappa. And Dweezil is a monster fucking player.
I didn't realize how good he was.
He's so good. And he's got his dad's quick wit, and his intelligence and sense of humor.
He's funny.
They were saying this bit where they used to make up words, where they would make up a word, but it had to make sense. And he's like, what do you call that guy that always wears the band T-shirts like I'm doing right now? That's their identity, is the band T-shirts. And he's like, an insigniate.
That's pretty good,
right? And I'm like, and he's saying that, and while he's saying that, he's wearing just a black T-shirt. He never wears anything with like. And I was like, I can acknowledge that I'm that guy because 90% of the time I'm wearing a band T-shirt.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like I'm not offended by it, and I'm not insulted by it, and whether it was meant to be insulting is fine. But I do love bands, and I'm happy to wear them on my sleeve.
Yeah,
right.
absolutely. I mean, that's you support what you like.
Right.
I think that's important.
Yeah,
absolutely, and unapologetic about it. Like fucking, Zappa's a madman. I mean, obviously. He's fucking
brilliant.
Zappa and Danny Elfman.
Boingo. Thank you. And Millie Brosh is playing with him.
I know.
Yeah.
How fucking cool is that?
Well, she has been like 10 years.
But like seriously, Nilly, you are
Stay
amazing.
Away. Stay
we
away.
love you. And
don't
playing
listen.
with Death Clock.
Run away, Run away. Carl wants to throw you in his basement.
No, I just want to give you
she's an amazing
the
player.
kind of props that you deserve because you are a fantastic player.
But what I was gonna say is like Zappa,
Yeah.
and Boingo.
Yes.
No good merch.
Well,
no, you know who's got great merch? Dead Kennedys, Ramones, Misfits,
right.
The Sex Pistols.
People. No, Sex Pistols don't have good merch.
Well,
They don't have it.
Can you still get it?
No.
You can't get it anymore.
No, you can. No, I'm
Circle
saying
Jerks and Dead Kennedys.
I'm saying they don't have an insignia.
Yeah, no, true.
That you can put on anything.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Yeah,
I
you're right.
The
wish-
Misfits nailed it with that.
Misfits nailed it.
because
I've
they
got a Misfits
stole it.
t-shirt.
Because they stole it. But like,
Yeah,
that's
because
true.
it was public domain, or
that's
no
right.
one was going to fight for it.
That's right.
Okay.
First time I saw the Crimson Ghost outside of his T-shirt was Iron Maiden's Number of the Beast video.
Yeah.
He's in that. It's a red hooded figure with that skull on his face.
Okay.
In that video with tons of old timey, horror, characters and shit. But they all cut it together. Anyway, like I would wear Oingo Boingo shirts all the time and Zappa shirts all the time if they had a good insignia, but they fucking don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were too prolific and too focused on the music to leave a merch legacy.
But like,
which is to their credit.
And here's one thing I will say about
Save that. You said but, and I want to make sure you don't forget it.
Okay, yeah, don't say that because I want to specify what I absolutely love about both Boingo and Zappa is incredibly brilliant and incredibly accomplished musicians who had a sense of humor and didn't take themselves too seriously.
I would argue against that.
Okay.
I would say they were very serious about their music and their output, but the vibe of the music was not serious.
There was a humor to there was a humor and a sarcasm. I will say sarcasm.
I think if you were trapped in a room with Frank Zappa or Danny Elfman for too long, you would want to kill yourself.
I think
I think they'd be overly serious.
Okay.
I don't think they were humorous folks to work for. I think they were probably taskmasters and very businesslike.
Yeah.
But their music had whimsy to it.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
That's my take.
and Jay
that's
Jay
very
gets
well said.
16.9 more points for using the word whimsy.
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 This is where keeping
I
track.
will now go to the kitchen and eat some honeyed figs and yogurt.
Yes.
With
I will retire to the fainting couch with a bad case of the vapors.
Yes, yes. Did you hear my latest bon mot? I saw the rage in the salons. Anyway, you were saying, but
I was going to say that
to my merch
there was a shirt, there was a ship too late to arrive.
Save a Drowning Witch.
Yeah,
Ship
whatever
too late to arrive.
Ship arriving too late to save a drowning witch. Thank you.
That's what
Shirt.
Zappa or Vi played on.
Yes. Yeah. That shirt is killer.
That
'Cause
is
it's
amazing.
just that
that is the
icon.
most-
That weird icon.
Yeah.
and that's the most 80s thing ever to me.
True.
Because as a kid, that
I
was
remember
a lot of
those.
line drawings
Yep.
and posters in like classrooms I was in.
Yep.
Yeah.
A lot of that very stark, like very very bold, but not too complicated, sort of like stick figure-y kind of stuff.
Yeah.
in
With the
80s.
caption, and then that was the joke, and those
It's
things.
two shapes.
Yeah, it's two shapes.
Two shapes.
It's
and I
brilliant.
remember picking that record up at it was like second time around music in the U District.
Yeah.
And it was like the late 90s, every record ever was $3. Because nobody wanted to buy records. And that's how I bought a bunch of stuff by The Cult, like maxi singles and EPs and Depeche Mode.
Yeah.
And then I held that up and I just laughed my stupid little dick off.
The cutout
Just
bins
that.
were-
Boom.
Yep.
That triangle and then the
Triangle,
other
and then the
triangle.
other triangle.
Yep.
Holy fuck.
So good.
The cutout bins were such a
yeah, the
a
holes in them.
revolution to me, where they cut off the tip of the corner of the record, of the record album, like the cardboard, or the normal record. They'd take a pair of scissors and cut the corner off, and it would sell for $1.98 or $2.
Oh wow.
And you get a full album for and you'd go thumbing through them. It's like Saigon Kick. Who the fuck is Saigon Kick? And it's like, this is a killer record.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, where I was, it was like I was in Thailand,
Yeah.
in the 80s, and it was all pirated. Everything was fucking pirated.
Yeah.
So it was all these tapes. Like you'd go to it was just out in the street,
Yep.
and these fucking racks of just like pirated tapes with like photocopied, inserts.
Yeah.
And you just go through it, and they were. I mean, when I was living there, it was 25 baht to the dollar.
Yeah.
And you could get a tape for 30 baht. So you get three full albums for $3, basically.
That's pretty cool.
Right?
Yeah.
And I mean, it was completely legal.
Yeah.
But and the thing was, the selection was really like there was nothing eclectic or interesting. It was all
Right.
top 40 or whatever
Right.
was on the
Yeah,
charts.
yeah.
There wasn't anything, cool.
Yeah.
So everything I heard for all of the 80s was just what was pop music, and
Right.
I didn't really have access to anything.
What was the quality? Was it like a recording of a recording of a recording?
It was what I think it was probably a first gen dub. Usually,
Okay.
like they bought the real tape and then they just put it in and just
And
ran.
started dubbing it,
Started
yeah.
dubbing it. So
Because I remember buying a bootleg of, I think it was like Styx Cornerstone,
Okay.
on cassette, and halfway through it cut out, like where it dropped off or the tape exploded while they were doing, and it ended up being like the other half was like Steve Miller, so it's just like, bleh, and then it was like Steve Miller after that. It was just like, what is this? And for the longest time,
That's great.
for the longest time, I thought the song "Swingtown" was actually by Styx, and I'm like,
Right.
wait, no, wait, what? Where is them?
right.
So, yeah, such craziness. People will do anything to make a buck.
Oh man, I mean
Not me.
that. Just people.
Clearly.
Come on, we know about
You don't count as people.
You know,
I mean, I keep doing anything
Yeah.
and not making
And
a
still
buck.
not being
It's
people.
really weird.
Yeah.
still not big people.
How are we doing? What are we looking at?
Shit is nice.
It's 9:30. When did we start?
I don't know,
6:30?
7-ish. A little after 7.
Yeah, I gotta kind of pass.
Yeah, we
Okay.
probably.
Yeah, we should call it good. You guys, thank you for hanging out with us. This has been a blast, and I love these guys. They are absolutely.
The feeling is not mutual. We
That's
just tolerate him.
That's right.
completely.
I
mean, I tolerate him.
Yeah.
He doesn't tolerate me though.
No.
Yeah.
That's
and
how
I'm-
that works.
I'm not tall enough.
Ah!
Jesus
So
Christ.
disappointed right now.
Yeah.
So disappointed. We can't go out on that. We
God
can't
damn
go
it,
out
No,
on that.
no.
Let's save us, Jay Smith. Here,
yeah.
toast to rock and roll. Here,
To rock and roll.
I'm out.
Remember,
Yeah, I know. We can
what I
toast with empty
say
glasses. 'Cause
at the end of every
it's really good
episode,
luck.
at
That's
the
right.
end of every episode of A History of Rock and Roll and Film and Rock and Roll, which is my podcast, remember always, rock and roll's the best, and so are you.
Thank you. Love you guys.
Oh, there was some left.
All right.
You're some left.